Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Bmore.Tactical back with another video. And I know it's been way too long since I had a chance to get back in front of the camera, sit at the desk and chop it up with y'all and talking about firearms and accessories like we usually do on this channel. But I appreciate y'all for sticking with me, being patient. I've been working like crazy, busy like everybody else, but I'm excited to be back doing this again, what I enjoy doing, how I enjoy spending some of my free time. And so we're gonna get right to it, man. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the long story about all what's transpired maybe over the last 6 months or so, but let's talk about what I got on the desk today. And it's an update to my conceal carry rotation, if you will. I try not to really rotate between too many guns. I try to pick something and kind of stick with it. That way I can kind of train with that firearm so that I'm not bouncing around between too many different things. I mean, ultimately, I think in an emergency self-defense situation, repetition is going to be beneficial to you, but also on the same token, if you can draw your firearm, get it pointed in the direction it needs to go, and I think everything else will kind of take care of itself. But again, I try to just pick something to roll with it. Man, I guess there's a quick story about this firearm, and the firearm that we're talking about today is the M&P Shield Plus. I love this gun, man. All right, so look, for those of you that's been following me in this channel for a while now, you'll know that the first concealed carry I purchased was the M&P Smith & Wesson Shield. It was the 2.0 or the second generation Shield, and I loved it. I mean, with the single stack design, I think you had a 7+1 mag and 8+1. It was great. That's really one of the first guns I really, when I really started getting at firearms, I really trained behind and really learned how to shoot. It's what I carried every day. I didn't have a ton of different options that I was carrying at that particular time. And then, of course, came all of the other, stack and a half mags that, SIG started coming with the 365, you had the Hellcat and everything, and I started kind of getting enamored with the vast variety of capacity, or the expanded capacity options that we had in this field, and I kind of started to drift away from it. But the truth is, since I've gotten into firearms, been a huge fan of Smith & Wesson. I believe they make a great product. First of all, it's very reliable. They stand behind it with lifetime warranties. And initially, when I really started kind of collecting firearms, I mean, I had a ton of them. I had the Smith & Wesson 38 Bodyguard. I had my first rifle was the Smith & Wesson M&P Sport 2. I also have a M&P 2.0 Compact. But just kind of chasing capacity a little bit and trying to have more capacity, more rounds, because I'm not a big fan of expanded base plates and +3 base plates and all that on my mags, because I don't like the look aesthetically of just like an extra long magazine on a firearm. I really like the look generally of a flat or flush. So let me show you guys. This is empty. My mag is empty as well, but just to kind of give a visual to my point, I like the way that looks. I like flush base plates. So anyway, I sold my Shield. I sold it to actually get the Hellcat, which personally I like the Hellcat. I know some people talk about how snappy the Hellcat is. I liked it. I enjoyed it. That was really my first carry pistol that had a red dot optic on it. I think it came with the RMSE Shield or something like that. I now have that red dot on my 43X. I have to give you guys an update on what I've done to that. But nevertheless, I kind of moved on from the Shield, not because I didn't like the gun. I just wanted something with more capacity in it. And so I went over to the Hellcat, which, at the time, I loved the Hellcat, but it wasn't necessarily the most fun to shoot. Since then, fast forward, I realize now that a lot of concealed carries aren't necessarily, especially if you're talking about the micro compact market, I don't necessarily consider really any of those to be, the best range toys. I have a 365 XL, shoots great at the range. That one's probably a little more fun to shoot in the range, if you will, but for the most part, I don't really think any of them are. I mean, I think if you're talking about a compact like a 19X or a 2.0 compact, You know, I have, maybe a CZ, PO7, things of that nature, a little bit more in the compact or full size. Or I think the, better firearms if you want to go to the range and put a few hundred rounds through a firearm. A lot of these smaller pistols, I don't care which ones they aren't necessarily the funnest to shoot. I will say that what prompted me though to switch back to the Shield, number one, I love their firearms. I love Smith & Wesson firearms, as I've said. But in addition to that, this firearm now comes, for those of you who don't know, with 10+1 mag, or it's not a 10+1 mag, but a 10 round mag, right? And then it comes with a 13 round mag, which is plenty if you're talking about a micro, or a micro compact firearm like this one. Okay, this firearm is about 20 ounces. Okay, it has basically a 3-inch barrel. So 6 inches overall in length. It does come with 3-dot setup for iron sights. They are not night sights, I know. However, great sights as far as out of the box. It's a very simple, simplistic sight picture that you can fire from with this. I do plan on adding some night sights to it. I certainly would recommend that to be the case anytime you're doing concealed carry. If you're carrying something like this every day, it's an Armonite finish. You'll never have to worry about this firearm rusting. They have been consistent for the most part with the series of firearms with the stippling on there. I don't think it's too aggressive. You get a good grip on it, in my opinion. I also don't think it's too rough, against your skin when you're carrying. One of the biggest updates that they made to this is the trigger. You'll see they have a flat face trigger. They had this hinge design on their triggers, and I know for a lot of people that was a no-go when it came to some of the Smith & Wessons, was the trigger design. Well, they've upgraded this trigger. You'll see has something similar to like that Glock style safety mechanism on the trigger, and I wouldn't even just call it, just saying Glock at this point, because I feel like everybody kind of has that. But this one, you'll see, it's a, let's see, let's make sure we're clear. Here's the tactile and audible trigger though. You'll try to see if I can get you guys from this side. Okay, here we go. You hear that? Let's see the brake. Well, you already saw the brake. See the reset. Let's try that again. There's your brake. There's your brake there. In my opinion, I took this to the range a few times, and I took it with a few more firearms that I'd say that are probably in the same category. And in my opinion, I kind of really tried to really zone in and kind of compare this really to the 43X. Not necessarily from a size comparison, but just the shootability, the accuracy. And I was very impressed. Very impressed. This gun shoots very similar to, I'd say it's bigger brother, the M&P 2.0 compact. Very smooth. Recoil is minimal. You'll see it has the fifth scale serrations. Makes it easy for you to rack. It has some small ones in the front. I mean, I guess you can use them for some press checks. They clearly want their name up front, and so they don't take the serrations all the way up. I guess they're, Lord forbid you forget what type of gun it is. But nevertheless, man, I highly, 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 highly recommend. In fact, I'll go as far as to say, if you are in the market for a micro carry subcompact firearm, something that is easy to conceal, this package, in my opinion, is probably the best option out. Certainly, if you want something that comes optics ready, maybe the 365X or XL. The 365 is okay. I prefer the XL though. I mean, that one has the optics ready as well. You get 12 round mags with that one. But I would say, as far as everything, as far as the aesthetics, the design, ready to go out of the box, I mean, the only thing you really need to do is throw some night sights on this thing. It's less than 1 inch. Less than 1 inch, 0.9, I believe it is. And so at 20 ounces with a you know, up to 13 rounds or 14 rounds with the +1. I'd love to see anybody show me a better option than with this Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. Gives you everything this firearm comes with out of the box. It's hard to beat. Granted, this box isn't something I would probably really even bother to keep, but you know, Lord forbid you don't have that lock. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. It's great to be back here with you guys. Look forward to more content. More content from me soon. I have a ton of stuff to catch up with you guys on. So many different firearms I've added to the collection. I look forward to you guys joining me for the ride. Again, thanks for checking out this video. If you could, for me, go ahead and like this video, share it with some friends and fam. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get notifications for any more videos that I have coming out. I'll see y'all soon. And again, thanks for watching this one. Holla at y'all later.